In this video we're going to take a look at some of the reversing challenges from the HackTheBox Cyber Apocalypse 2021 CTF. So the first one we'll take a look at is Passphrase. The description says, you found one of their spacesuits forgotten in a room, you wear it, but before you go away a guard stops and asks some questions. So it says we've got the file, so let's go and have a look at that. File passphrase, it's a 64-bit LSB Pi executable, it's not stripped. So we might want to have a look at the strings first of all, see if there's any passwords or anything for us. It is called passphrase after all. And I don't see any passwords sticking out, but we can get an idea what the program functionality is. You can see here it's asking for a passphrase, we have an intruder alert, and eventually if we get the passphrase right, presumably it'll print out this flag. So let's make it executable and try to run the program. You see we've got a little bit of an animation here. It asks for a passphrase, enter in a passphrase, and we just get intruder alert. So we could try and run that with ltrace. And it asks for the passphrase there, and we'll say hello. And we're kind of hoping to see if we got a string compare there, and we'll be able to see what string it was comparing it with. Oh, we did get that actually. Okay. All right, so you can see it does the string compare. It compared the hello that we entered with this extraterrestrials versus humans. So let's try and run it again without entering that. That's interesting. Whenever I solve this challenge, actually. Yeah, okay, so there we've got the flag back. Whenever I solved the challenge, I opened it up in Geardra because I didn't notice the string comparison happening here. So I opened it up in Geardra, and I mean, I'll just show just quickly. I'll just speed through creating a new project here. So with Geardra open, if we go and have a look for our main function, and essentially I just went here and we can see that we have the hex values here on the right. If we go and highlight them in Geardra, we can highlight each one and see what character it maps to. We can take a copy of these and use a bit of regex to grep out the values as well. So I just basically went through and got the passphrase manually. But actually the better way to do it would just be using ltrace. The next reversing challenge we can take a look at is called Authenticator. It says, we managed to steal one of the extraterrestrials' Authenticator devices. If we manage to understand how it works and get their credentials, we may be able to bypass all of their security locked doors and gain access everywhere. So again, we've got a downloadable part. Let's go and take a look at it. And this one's called Authenticator. Again, 64-bit LSB Pi executable, not stripped. So we can try and run it. Authenticator. Wait for the animation. It asks us for an ID, so we might want to try and put in an ID and see what we get. We get access denied. Let's try and run it again with ltrace. And we could try and enter something in here and see is there a string comparison happening. And actually there is, so we can, again, last time whenever I actually solved this, I found this in Geardra, but yeah, okay, let's try and run that again with the correct 111337. We enter that and then it asks us for a pin, so now we can try and put in a pin and we get access denied there. Okay, so in terms of getting the pin then, let's go and take a look at this in Geardra. I've already got Geardra open here, so I'm just going to go and import the file. So if we go and have a look at the functions again, let's have a look at the main function. So it asks us for the ID. This is where I found the 11337 string, and then if that string compare comes back true, if we put in the right ID, it'll ask us for a pin, and you can see here it's taking the pin off us and then it's calling check pin. So let's have a look and see what's happening here. And we have a loop that's looping through. We can see there's an XOR operation occurring here, and we have a string. Let me take a copy of that string, and it's being XOR'd. If we have a look here, there's a 9. You can see here that there's a 9 being placed onto the stack before the XOR occurs down here. So you can see the XOR is occurring local 26 and with these values. So I just basically grabbed this and found that the quickest way to do it would be to go to CyberChef. Oh, let me disable burp in Foxy Proxy. And so paste this in, we'll go and XOR it, and we know that we want to XOR it with a 9, and there you can see that we get our, okay, we missed I think a semicolon at the end, so, or a colon, sorry. So yeah, there we get our flag, and that was that one.